So welcome back to the channel. We're not going to do too long of an intro. We really don't need to in this one. And I've also heard that sometimes I talk a little bit too much. I just really like to explain things so people hopefully don't have very many questions when I'm done. If you do, you do. I mean, I'm glad. I'll answer them, but I just like to put things out there for people that don't know or they're still a little bit confused. Because I'm really confused on a lot of this. I'm still learning as I go. So that being said, this is what we're doing today. My second album cover, and we're doing some Rush. I really like the way this turns out. I like that contrast. I truly do between this color and the wood. Could it be darker? Sure. But I chose not to. I like this setting, and this is what I'm gonna do on all of them. I don't know if I'm gonna. I have a little bit of burning around the edges, but I kind of like that. And I've gotten suggestions from other people on which bands to do in the next up and coming videos. Some really good ideas, some Pink Floyd, ZZ Top. But what I've come across or what I've decided is I'm not going to do anything to the borders. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. It's simplistic, and that's what I was going for. I think just having a bunch of these hanging up on the wall next to each other, like with Van Halen, I think that's going to look good. I'm going to try and get the color grain, the wood grains to go all in the same direction, downward. But what's funny though is these are from the same board, but yet they're two different colors of wood, just from different areas. Or I used a different side. No, it's the same. It's just weird. Yeah, it's a different area of the board, so it comes out as a different color. Maybe I might put a varnish on them or a stain. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a test one to see what it's going to look like. Maybe with some linseed oil on it or something. I'm not sure how I'm going to finish these or if I'm going to finish them at all and just leave it the way it is. So stick around and we'll get going. We'll head over to the computer and start making a sign. So first thing we're going to do was we'll open up Firefox and we'll go online and we will do a search for Rush logo clip art. Go to images and we'll look for the one that I want. I just want a simple black and white, so any one of these in the top up here will work. It's just a simple logo. So let's click on the first one here. 880 by 603. That looks pretty good. So we'll right click on that. We will save it to the desktop. To laser projects. Save. Okay, so now I want the Starman logo, but not that one. So let's type in Starman and hit it. Let's see what we got. No. Actually, this one right here looks good. I like the lines. I think it looks really good. The contour. 791. So it's a good size. So let's go ahead and download this one. Save this one to the computer. Save. Okay. We are good to go. Open Lightburn. Alright, so let's go up here to import. You could also right click and hit import. Laser projects. Let's go down to music. There they are. There's our two that we downloaded. And let's get the other one in there as well. Make that a little bit smaller here. Okay, so now that we got our patterns and what we want to burn, I need to create the size of the album that I'm going to create, that we're going to burn. So let's go over here to the create rectangle. Just drop it in the old place. Make sure we turn it on so we can see it. And we'll go up here to the width and the height. And we will type in, actually yes, that would be 310 by 310 millimeters. Click on the cursor button up here. And let's highlight everything. So we'll hit align. So after we've created the album cover, let's go over to this first image here. We'll zoom in a little bit and we'll right click on it and trace the image. So now we just want to go in and make sure that we've got a nice even line going every way around it, and it looks really good. Everything looks like it's a good sharp clean line. So we'll hit OK, move that over, click on the original and delete. So let's move this back over, and now let's do the upper image. Right click on that, trace, and that one also looks good. I don't see anything wrong with that. Hit OK, move it to the side, and then delete that. Okay, now we'll go back over to this again, hit center and align it. We're good. Now we need to figure out our height. Let's drop this down and bring this one down. I don't know why I keep doing that. That's not the button I want to push. And that actually looks good. So, but I've only got one layer over here. So let's highlight these two and create a group. And then highlight the border and we'll make that blue. I don't want to burn the border, so we're going to go over here and just shut that off. Well, actually for now, let's leave that on. So we need to leave on the border for now until we zero in the laser and get it to where we need it to be. Because if you shut this off now, it's only going to trace the area that it needs to burn, and that's going to actually screw you up if you don't plan for it. Let's make this a little bit bigger. I think that should be good. Alright, so I'm going to save this right now so I don't lose it. Music. Just type in Rush. Save. Alright. Oh, damn it. Okay, so I'm going to get the laser ready. I'm going to turn the laser on, and then we will begin with opening it back up again and burning it. So we're going to put this in, and we're going to figure out the height of our laser to see where we need to, if I need to put anything underneath this so I have the right height. I usually like to burn anywhere between 30 and 35 millimeters distance between the laser and the top of the wood. I saw that somewhere in a video. I don't know where, but I've had success at that height. Anywhere above 30 but below 35. And the way I do it is I have two rolls of tape here. This one is actually at 30 millimeters and this one is just over 35. So if this one doesn't fit, but this one does, then I know I'm between 30 and 35 millimeters. And for now, this is how I adjust my laser and make sure that I'm good to go. I contacted a fellow YouTuber at man, I just had a brain fart. I forgot the name of his website. Southern Smoke Engraving. Sorry about that. And I asked him because on his laser he has a plastic adjuster that he uses to adjust his laser. And I asked him, where did you get that? So he sent me the link for Etsy. But I live in Germany and I cannot order that. It says you are unable to order this from your current location. So I'll have to figure out another way to get that knob and the plastic adjuster that he has. But for now, I'm going to set this up. So let's get this going. One of these days I will do a video on this enclosure. This is my second or third attempt at this. I still don't know if I have the exhaust in the right spot. I have one fan going this way sucking fresh air in, and then I have this fan to a big huge ceiling fan or ceiling ventilator over there. I don't know if this should be on top or this should be on the side. I really don't know. I've seen a lot of people using just on the side, so I figured this should work. But I don't know. Leave me a comment if you know if I'm doing this the wrong way. Okay, so I've got the piece of wood in there and I've got it set to my height. My green tape roll does not fit. And this one slides underneath. So I know I'm between 30 and 35 millimeters. So we'll zero the laser. Alright, there we go. Laser went to home. Go to origin. And I think we're fairly close, but now we'll hit control and frame. Ah, I made the mistake. See, I did exactly what I told you not to do. Let's stop that. Go to origin. I need to turn on my outer frame. Otherwise it won't find it. Now, let's do a frame. Control, frame. Just a smidgen on the bottom here. Let's try that one more time. Okay, so now we'll go back up and we will shut off the border and come down here and hit start. I think that looked really good. I wanted it simple, just the name of the band, just like the Van Halen. Just simple. And this is the way I'm going to do all of them. I'm going to try not to go too in depth, but I don't mind as long as I have the band. I might even try to do some with like the heads of the band in it. I think that would look cool. That's what I'm going to try to do for Kiss. I think I'm going to do Kiss next. It's going to say Kiss on top, and then it's going to have all 4 of their heads on the bottom part, just in black and white. I think that's going to look really cool. But for now, this one's done. But what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to show you how I plan on mounting these on my wall. I'm going to put 4 1-inch little pieces of wood in here, 1 inch in, 1 inch up, and 1 inch is big. That way it sits a little bit away from the wall. But directly in the center, I'm going to have a 1 inch by 2 inch piece of wood, and that's the one that I'm going to drill a keyhole into, so we can hang it from a screw or however else you want to do. But that way it sits right in the center. All right, let's go over to the bandsaw and let's cut out some 1 inch squares. Okay, so we'll let those dry for a little while, and then we will work on the center. So 12 1/4 in inches, so go 6 1/8. Go 1 inch down. All right, as you can see, I've already got the keyhole bit in the rotor here. think we'll call that a wrap. Hopefully you enjoyed that. So if you have any ideas on some future ones, let me know. Like I said, I'm going to be doing Kiss next. I think maybe a Grateful Dead, Boston, maybe Fleetwood Mac. You know, stuff from the 70s and 80s, 60s. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video.